Alright, and we're back to continue our run faster than light with this ship, the Zoltan A, where we have a pretty good setup, a terrible crew, and a transporter that doesn't have a lot going for it. I've actually managed to kill, if you missed last time, a pretty good boarding team, a human and a mantis, while my halberd beam decided to fry everything on the ship. Let's call it me in the zone or me playing at 1 o'clock. So I went to 2 stores in this sector so far and managed to get offered another Zoltan crew member or another NG crew member, and I went with neither. And we're going to keep going forward and see if we can carry this the rest of the way. I felt like I had a monumentally good run going, but it seems like what we gotta do now is just keep going, see if we can get some more crew and see if we can get back to boarding ships. So this is the slug ship event again. I've already unlocked it, but we're going to see if we can get some sweet rewards for it. However, since we don't really have a viable boarding team, I'm just going to destroy the ship, which may lead to a failure. So let's try and tail them without being noticed, and we have improved sensors, so we can do that. And they're trying to run away. Not so fast, my friends. Not so fast. So all we gotta do is knock out their pilot and their engines. And I may be able to board them with 2 Zoltan. Maybe. Guess I really should cloak after this first halberd beam. Okay, so let's see what I can screw up here. If there's any way for me to screw up, why not find it now? 2 damage, and that's a lot of damage hurting. So their FTL's delayed, they're not going anywhere. I could try and board with 2 Zoltans here, but it's going to be against 2 slugs. And I don't really like those odds, to be perfectly honest. So halberd beam's probably not going to come back in time. We're just going to destroy this ship and hope for the best. So let's hear with the escort. With the escort destroyed, take a look at your impressive prize. Your mission is too pressing to take a test flight, so your regular computer guided ship back to the Federation hangar. So I would have unlocked the slug ship again, but I do get an FTL recharge booster, which I'll probably sell in 50 scrap, which turns into 55 scrap because I have a scrap recovery arm. FTL recharge booster, it increases, it does exactly what it says. It's not terrible, but it's not something I really need. So now I have 3 shields, that's good. We'll try and get some power in here. And we have a store, and I think I may have prematurely adjusted my shields, because I bet there's a crew member I could buy. No, we're okay. So hull missile and hull laser 2. Things I don't need. Weapon pre-igniter would be fun, but don't need it, don't need it. Let's get some fuel. So, still no crew, but this is a NG sector, so my crew possibilities are more than likely. Let's see here. 1, 2. If those are connected, I'm golden. Let's go this way. If, more than likely, the crew possibilities and shops here are going to be just NG people. So, can you help us, or NG or Zoltans? Rarely you're going to get Mantis crew. So maybe next sector we'll get some. We could really use some help for our FTL shot. Can you help us get to a nearby station so we can patch it up? And when we get 2 fuel and a quest mark on the next sector. Sweet. And as long as this distress beacon is connected to the exit, we should be fine. However, given our recent history with connections around here, that may not be the case. So here's our next jump. A ship with life forms, without life forms, so hey, this is the, let's search the ship, and it's a pirate ship, damaged and abandoned. You salvage what you can and move on. So that actually wasn't the stasis pod event, even though it looked like it. We'll save our scrap for a second. Excuse me. Because I really want to have a bit more scrap just in case. Yeah, I'll buy 6 fuel. But I want to have a bit of scrap in case we get an early store next time. So, civilian sector. This is... I'm going to take the top civilian sector because that gives us more possibilities. I mean, our layout right now is solid. I just really want a boarding team. So we're going to go through this nebula, try and get some extra jumps in. And I'm going to attack this ship, even though I don't necessarily need to, and it has a bunch of beam drones. We're actually going to disable the halberd beam and go for our ion setup here. And we're going to cloak early. We're going to try and auto-fire down their shields, because they have a lot of lasers. And in fact, I don't think I can really dodge too much, so we'll just get up 3 shields. Because we want those beam drones to do nothing to us. Okay, so let's see what we can take out with our hull lasers. Please hit. Well, that sucks. Guess I'm going for their piloting system. As long as my ion weapons can hit. So there's their first halberd beam shot. We're safe. There we go. Take out their piloting. You cannot. I cannot miss now, and it's not going to repair a breach system, so that was a huge stroke of luck. Okay. So I'm good on shield, so we're going to recloak after this volley. Actually, that was an amazing dodge for only having 1 shield power. So let's wait for our ion blast to do its thing again. Because this ship's not going anywhere. I want to have maximum impact. Good, so more weapons down. Let's cloak and keep it going. Well, it would help if I actually hit the right keys to fire my weapons. So that didn't work out very well. Somehow hit 3 instead of 2. I usually have my home row key stuff going on, but... Okay, so this time we are going to 1-2. Oh wow, we are breaching all over the place with this. That's great news. So we're going to cloak again. They can only halberd beam us. In a way, I might as well halberd beam them back. Let's see if we can take down their shields and just do damage. Because they only have beam weapons, and once again, AI is not going to repair. Maybe it's a bug, or maybe it's a game feature, but... Wow, how many more systems can we breach? Okay, they have no shields. Spike the football here. There we go. Cloak for fun. 42 scrap, and investigate the station, and we get even more scrap. So we're at 100 scrap. Is there anything we really need other than reactor power right now? With the ability to sell FTL recharger, I'm comfortable giving myself 50. That should be enough, because I really want that cloak to be really effective. And that was a good timing with the ion storm, so... Oh wow, they took it down to 1 shield. That's good for us. So their weapons are a little scary. As much as I'd love to cloak out of this, it would behoove me to do so. So we're going to see how much we can take out. This would be an ideal situation to try and cloak. Or excuse me, not cloak, but board. That doesn't seem to be happening. Okay, now they have a defense drone out. Because I took down their halberd beam. Let's actually auto-fire this. Nice to know about hitting left control. Thanks, Reddit. If you hit left and press and hold left control, you get to set a specific weapon to auto-fire, which is exactly what I want to do. Except now we have their halberd beam back up. I guess that doesn't really matter. I'm not shooting any missiles, so good luck with that defense drone, buddies. And I don't see a repair drone going on, and I'm not going to accept that surrender. I don't need 8 missiles. So they're rerouting powered shields, which is probably smart. But I think they're about to get taken down. If only there was a place I could use my whole beam. Okay, so that was an interesting miss. They must have just... yeah, they just repaired their piloting system, so they do have a repair drone somewhere. Okay. Now you don't. So how many drones do I get? one drone part. I guess that's for the drone floating there. So 48 scrap, low oxygen, but it doesn't matter. So before we accidentally jump into another ion storm, let's let the oxygen replenish itself a little bit. Because that's usually what happens in these situations. So we're just going to sit tight. I want oxygen to at least get to 60. Worst case scenario, I can just reroute some power. I know it's really exciting for you all to sit and watch me let the oxygen go up, but that's FTL for you. So we're going to go here, here, and then work our way back. Because the nice thing about these surprise nebulas is that they are surprise, and we're not. We're going to take on this guy again. And that's a level 2 drone, which is scary. That's an ion weapon, which is not pleasant. So we're not using our halberd beam very much right now. I know that, but should we at this point? I mean, the ion blast is good. Maybe I should go for one more weapon power. But first things first, cloak it. No reason not to. Give ourselves a chance to pseudo-pre-ignite our weaponry. So this time we're just going to go for the piloting system first. Those weapons don't scare me yet. There we go. And that's going to help us substantially. Okay, so we don't want our shields all the way down. But I did lose some doors. And we're about to get burst lasered unless I can cloak it. And I can. Probably should have waited until that weapon was about to fire. Okay, that's good. Their burst. That was a good timing on disabling their burst laser. Whew. So this is another one where the halberd beam would just hit a few. So there goes their scary drone. I just don't want to get bombed. I don't think I have any systems on fire. Oh, it's an ion bomb, so of course I don't have systems on fire. Why would you ion bomb that room, though? Thanks, computer. Go ahead and cloak to try and recover. A little bit. So you have a bunch of ion weaponry. Maybe I should have kept that up, but it's just, it can add to some time. So I'd really like to get a shop in here somewhere. That'll give me a viable boarding crew. And then I can get all kinds of extra scrap in the end game here. So one more shot should do it. There we go. Get out of town. So 50 scrap and nothing useful in the station. So there's the distress beacon. We're not going to worry about that in the civilian sector right now. We are going to worry about this ion storm. So, automated scout. Let's fight it. Why not? Alright. This is what we want. It has things that won't affect my shields. So we're going to cloak its first missile. Because it's going to ion my shield system and ion my Zoltan shield. In fact, let's go ahead and dodge that. Because that Zoltan shield provides some pretty good insurance against the missile launcher. But I would like to be able to partake in. So, hull laser, do your thing. Halberd beam, do your thing as well. That ship's a little too easy. So you're going to cloak again and probably hit me with the missile. Yeah, 2 damage. Let's get some oxygen back in here. So I'm just going to cloak the next one, so... see if we can take out their weapons. Let's see if we can cloak. Alright, that was useful. Let's finish this. Nice that beam weapons don't actually affect your cloaking ability, but 3 fuel, as I'm going to jump back here and see if I can find a dang store. I know I'm sitting on a lot of scrap, but I'm not particularly in danger right now. Okay, so our engines are barely operational. That's nice. That's a rock and an Engie. Okay, well, we're gonna go with this setup first, because this is gonna knock down their shields faster. Maybe I can risk boarding here. I don't know. Because those Zoltans are gonna kick the crap out of the Engie, so... I just don't want to get glaive beamed if I can avoid it. Would help if I actually fired on the ship, though. Actually, we're gonna put you on shields. That was fortunate. So we're just gonna go straight for their pilots. Okay, what did it just got ion bombed? My Zoltan shield for 8 damage. So that's a lot of ion weaponry. So how are we doing? 135 health and 100 health. So let's cloak here again. Okay, that's good news. Alright, do we dare board? Do we dare try this? Okay, it looks like they're going to be keeping up their med bay. That's interesting. Oh, they bombed my weapon system. Okay. So how are we doing on health? 100 health and 150. Ion. Let's make sure we don't get glaive beamed here. So there's not a lot I can do right now. Once again, this is where I'm kicking myself for killing my boarding party. Quite frankly. Because this would be an ideal ship to take down. Fortunately, that missed. Unfortunately, my shot missed too, but we're just going to go straight back for their cockpit. Okay, so that was a good thing that my glaive beam was not... or their glaive beam wasn't fully charged. It takes forever to charge. There we go. Just 1 damage left. Just gonna cloak one more time, and we'll see if we can end this. We're sitting on a bunch of scrap right now, which is great. But I could be sitting on even more if I could just board. So we're gonna go here first and then go to the store. Actually, no, we're just... yeah, might as well see if there's another store lurking. Surrender your goods! And they're trying to jump away. Cheeky bastards. Oh man, I really should be upping my weapon power, but I gotta pause for a second. Alright, so let's see how badly we can knock these guys out. They've got a pretty interesting assortment of weaponry. The most important pressing matter is that they're trying to get away. So we're going to cloak out of this first missile. Let's put some power back in the engines, please. I'm not particularly threatened by your weapon layout yet. Okay, so their FTL is still charging. So let's actually keep their shields down. So I don't want these guys to jump, so I'm going to focus fire their cockpit next. Good. Oh, sweet, they had no air in their weapons for just a second. So they're not going anywhere. They have a 5-shot laser they haven't done a ton with yet. I wonder if... I forget this. I guess doing damage does not reset the repair, so that stinks. So that was one extra damage I did that didn't do me a world of good. So we're going to cloak out of this. Yeah, that'll delay it. Plus they have a hull breach. So that's good. This is where using something other than the halberd beam. It's a great weapon, but you don't have to get married to it here. Okay, so looking good, guys. Looking good. Bye-bye. So 50 scrap when we get some map datas. So there's 2 stores and a quest marker really far away. I don't know if I'm going to be able to hit that quest marker and the store, but we are going to. That was really a boon for us. So let's see if we can buy ourselves a boarding party. I don't care if it's 2 humans. No, we can't. So it looks like we're tunneling to the other store, but we are going to upgrade our weapon systems. Let's see, how much power do I want to put in? Let's do 2 power. So that's 130. Got 100 scrap left. That's worth sitting on. Because now what we can do, if we really want to, is have the halberd beam up. And actually we can go for the final upgrade here, but it's only Sector 6. We don't need to do that yet. So we're going to I don't think we're going to be able to make it here and to the store. So sorry, quest marker. Not happening this time. So here comes the rebellion with their scary ass drone. I said ass drone. Don't get used to it. That's not going to do a lot when it's like that, and I'll be able to halberd beam through a lot of this stuff in just a minute. Especially if I can successfully auto-fire. Okay, so how many shots do you want to hit with? Ugh, it's irritating. Just mistimed that slightly, but I'm not in a lot of danger, but that is a heavy laser, so I gotta keep that in mind. There's a lot I gotta keep in mind here. Now let's hold that for just a second. So they got a system repair drone on the scene. So we gotta do a lot of damage here. So your surrender sucks. That would have killed a boarding crew if I had one. But I'll take the extra goods. So, yeah, there's no way I'm making it to that quest marker. Let's just go to the store, see how many beacons we can explore. Not necessary. Please have some crew I can buy. Please. Please, please, please. Oh, damn. I just want a boarding crew. That's apparently asking too much. And as much as I could get drone control and maybe get some use out of it with an anti-ship drone, I have plenty of drone parts. I'm not just going to throw scrap just to do it. So, we've got a few jumps left, maybe 3. But since there's no other stores here, we're just going to say, screw it. Upper weapons one more time. Here we go. Hull laser online. Nothing's gonna stop me now. Pretty much. If I had a pre-igniter, this would be even more hilarious, but I didn't have 120 scrap then. Yeah, let's sell 12 drone parts for extra scrap. So let's hear how many jumps. Oof. Let's hear 1, 2. That's dicey. But I think I can make it. If not, what's the worst that's going to happen? I have to fight another rebel ship. Oh, my doors are still damaged. I should probably fix that. Okay, so you all are not going anywhere now. And we're just going to wait to cloak that big-ass missile. In fact, I can probably repair the doors right now, even though it doesn't do me a world of good. That's just a level 1 drone. Let's just cloak that huge missile, because they already took out my Zoltan shields. Thanks, guys. Actually auto-fire it, thank you. So, whoa, okay. I gotta get used to my hotkeys again, so... So, 1 is now our halberd beam. Okay, let's try like this. Skill shot, go! Yeah, you didn't even get a missile off. And your ship's going crazy. Once again, this will be hilarious to board, but that doesn't seem to be happening. So, what can you do, right? I'll tell you what we can do. We can do way more damage than is necessary. Whew! So we get scrap for scrap that has more scrap. And I don't think we're going to make it. I think we're actually going to run into the rebel fleet again. So, aid the civilian ship. Okay, that's a ship I would not want to board. It does have no med bay, but it does have a fire beam. That's a little scary, but I don't think they can punch through my shields. Ooh, excuse me. Okay, well, not a lot to do there other than 1 damage at a time. I guess I could have gone for the piloting system, but like I said, I don't think this ship poses a particular threat to me. So we'll do this time. 6 damage. They only have a dual laser now. It'd be really nice if you could buy a dual laser in game, but I don't think you can. So let's see here. Let's use our hull lasers. Let's have them miss a lot. That's how you do it. So 1 health left. You guys are scrambling. Don't really need to cloak. Gonna do it anyway. Using a hotkey! Oh, I just leveled up. Oh, I can't hit for shit. That's why you have the halberd beam. So contact the civilian ship and we get even more scrap, and I don't think that's gonna do it, so... Okay, what do we want to prioritize here? We want to get cloaking maxed, and our next goal is going to be to get shields up. I'd love to get my transporter up 1 more level, but I'm not sending any of these guys over. Alright. Okay, you show life forms on nearby planets. Let's investigate. Let's communicate peacefully. Alright, we get another NG. Exactly what I don't need. Saw some comment before saying, hey, maybe you could go into the, why can't you sell crew members? It'd be like going into the slave trade. Which is not cool, but it would be nice to at least change and say, here is this guy's services. We are a flying Save the Universe temp agency. So, Mantis Sector or Zoltan Sector? We're going to go for the Mantis Sector. Even though that means more potential boarding parties, that means the possibility of getting at least some boarding team, which I'd love to have. And, oh, that's not pleasant. Oh, they get past our Zoltan everything. Okay. Maybe I should have upgraded my blast doors first. Alright, well, little NG dude, get in here. Get in here. This is going to be the longest fight ever. Actually, you know what? No. Pilot, you get in here. Pilot, you stay out of harm's way. NG, you get in here. And R2 power batteries are going to go over here. Because right now we are not charging to get away from this. But that's going to change in just a second. So we do need air. Our engine's going to take some damage, but at least our engines are charging pretty fast. especially with the recharge augment. So can we jump and beat the solar flare? I think we can. Good. That's a relief. Mantis hail you, the captain says. I claim this vessel from my clan. Good hunting. That's very nice of you. So let's see here. Williams. Stand there. Okay, Weston, go back to weapons. Lauren, go back to weapons. Our pilot's a little hurt. Somehow. We're sort of missing some energy for shields, but that's going to change in a second. Do they have weapons that can bust through my shields? Yes, they do. Okay, so 2 power there. That means 2 power here. So we're not going to early cloak this time. We are going to... Oh good, I just got a shield recharge bonus. Thank you. Let's take out the air for a second. No, let's not take out the air. I have low cabin air in certain places, and it's not that important. Ooh, I could be repeating the same mistakes again. Okay, halberd beam. Do your thing. Preferably in their oxygen. Whew, pretty. That's a lot of laser fire. And I still have my Zoltan shields up, so... Let's see if we can get our hull lasers to do their thing this time. Yes, we can. And bye-bye. The only reason I want a boarding crew, by the way, is because I'm already getting a lot of scrap and I could really use to get some more. So, any stores? No stores. We're going to upgrade our doors. I don't want a Mantis party to surprise me. So I think we got some good survivability going on here. We've been pretty fortunate with the quality of our jumps so far. Okay, aid the civilian ship, and not today, buddy. So that's a bunch of mantids. And a bunch of lasers, and a big scary missile. Kinda typical. I don't think they can really hurt me too badly right now, but we're not gonna play this game and try and find out. Good job. Little beam thing. There we go. So 2 damage and 1 damage. Didn't take out their weapon system, but did cause them a world of pain and suffering. So maybe this time if I can take out their hull will be good. Ugh, well, gotta do what you can. Good, took out their missile. I did not want to get hit by another one of those. Because I can't necessarily cloak out of everything. Whoa! Whoa, 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 buddy. Okay, well, I'm gonna kill these guys first, but... because they're not going anywhere. They are gonna probably take down my shields, but... their ship's about to die. Which means I can just focus on this. They are gonna do 1 system damage to me, but... helps if I actually open all the doors. So 47 scrap, and the civilian ship ran away. As you should. So our oxygen's cut off. And this is a strategy I like to do that just pretty much... the rest of our ship's okay. But with this blast doors, you can kind of mousetrap the opponent here. And now that we got oxygen restored, there's nothing they can do. Though we do need Emma, the engine lady, to get back over there. I'm assuming Emma's a lady. I don't know if Zoltans have different naming culture, but... no storage yet. We're going to jump here and see if we can get some more nodes to look at. so nothing here. 2 distress beacons. Not exactly what I wanted. We'll let our engines repair first before we move on. So there's a lot of stuff I could upgrade my ship with. But I'd love to upgrade it with some crew. Giant alien spiders versus all these guys? No thanks. Okay, so we should be able to get a few jumps in. I'm a little disappointed there's no stores that I've seen yet. Maybe they're clumped beside each other, maybe I just really missed it. So, Auto Drone Scout, you are going to die here. Because it's probably charging real quick. So we're actually going to try and ion down their engines, which is not necessarily a bad plan. Oh my god, missile. Okay, so I don't have shields, so I can really go for the delay game here. Wow, I can really do some damage here. Yeah, they're not going to make it out of this. Though they are going to be able to cloak and probably outdo whatever it is I'm trying to do. Except that's going to hit a Zoltan shield. Thank you, defense. You're dead. 4 hull lasers to the face. Not all you can... Seriously, no stores? I bet that's a store. Okay, if we don't get any hits on this next, we're just going to upgrade the crap out of our ship and say screw boarding. So, 64... Oh my god. Okay. Let's go ahead and get max shields. We'll use it when necessary. Like I said, I really want to be able to... Oh, I really want to be able to roast in the sun. So, hey, we're going to challenge you. Hooray. Random event text that pretty much says you guys are stupid and you're next to a star. Good job. Missile. Please hit my Zoltan shield. Nope. Question is always, can I cloak out of a burst from the sun? I think the answer to that is no. Let's find out. At least I have big fire doors. Well, you can do worse with where the fire starts. Just the 2 hull damage, that's a little bit of a irritation, but that's really good that it attacked their transporter. So it makes them hurt even more. So, let's see if we can knock them out. Okay. Bye-bye. Oh, you just took out my Zoltan shield? How behind you are. Store! Give me something. Probably gonna be a crew member. I'll take it. It's 1. It's 1 less than I'd really like, but... Not at this rate. If I can take things down enough, I'll just... That's so weird. Thought for sure by now I'd actually... Well, before we do that, let's see if... No. And we're gonna hit the exit off again. Awesome. So let's go ahead and power ourselves more. We're actually in a really strong position right now. But we are going to have a... Let's call it a... ghetto boarding team. It's probably not the right word for it. We're going to have an Engie, who could probably use some healing in the med bay, and Kirby the Mantis. So, their strengths and weaknesses cancel each other out. Let's see how it goes. As long as we don't kill them. Please tell me this is connected to the exit, or it's going to get hilarious fast. Aid the civilian ship. Not today. Alright, maybe, just maybe, you all will be kind enough. Let's go ahead and cloak. Early cloak this time. Maybe you all will be kind enough to give me a second crew member. Barring that, we'll at least hit your shields a little bit first to see if we can knock down some of that. Actually, let's hit the pilot first. Good. So now you can't miss. I know who's not getting repairs. Is that, how bad's that missile? Not so bad. I'll be able to cloak out the next one. And you guys are dead. So, that's a relief. Let's see what systems we can take out. Let's actually fire a little better here. Because they have no med bay. Go ahead and cloak out that one. How's your health? 85, 100, 100. So less than ideal for actually boarding, especially with one NG dying. So let's see what we can do about bringing the pain. Nothing, apparently. But neither can they. So these two are not going to be able to take out this squad. We might as well just kill the ship. Of course, I probably am going to take some missile damage here. Knowing my luck, it looks like that's going to hit. Yep, right in the med bay nutsack. But there's no reach, so let's finish this. Oh! Off of my timing. So 40 scrap and another retreat. And look at this familiar situation. How many more rebels can we run into? We're just kind of laughing at them at this point. So we have a transport that we're not really using yet. We do need to upgrade the power just in case crap gets real, especially with our poor little Ingy, who is currently hurt. Why am I sending my injured Ingy person to actually get slapped in the face? Wait a minute. Okay. You're hurt. Williams, you're fine. Williams, do you have shield experience? No, I have such a terrible crew for what I'm trying to do. If I just kept my other boarding crew alive, I'd have a lot of scrap. I've gotten a lot of scrap this run anyway. I'm not really disappointed. Except that I feel like I could have gotten so much more. So, 4 shields, lots of weaponry. Let's pre-cloak this. Just so we can have everything lined up together. There's no reason to fire an ion blast first go around while we're cloaked. This actually gives our engine some nice time to dodge, or to charge if we so choose, but I think we should be able to stick out this fight because the next jump's the last stand, and we are going to be getting a repair. So, go, and let's just do this. It'd be great if that beam were to set some things on fire, but it's probably asking too much. So they've got some big scary weapons. I've got a decent dodge chance. They've got some pretty sweet repairs. And they've got some really dumb boarders who are not going to be able to do a thing. But are going for my oxygen just the same. So do we cloak this missile? Yeah, we don't have Zoltan shields anymore. Just wait for it and microwave. Question is, do we dare board now? We're not getting a bonus scrap for boarding this time, so it doesn't really matter. We do get some people dying. I guess at this rate it's kind of a question of how badly do you want to do this. Is that going to hit? Yes, but just 1 damage. In an area that could be worse. Is that bomb going to hit? I don't know where it's floating to, so maybe the answer to that is no. Good. So 1 fuel! We have no time, we must run. Or I could probably play and kill a bunch of things in there, but let's go to the last stand. Let's finish this. Who's gonna stop me? Probably not the rebellion. Well, it looks like I'm not getting a repair. Alright. Well, there's one there. Let's not sit and wait. Maybe we'll find a store. Maybe we'll be able to buy a crazy other crew member. Oh, that's a lot of drones. That's what she said. I know, guys. That's hilarious. Real knee slapper there. Okay, so they can rip through my Zoltan shields. So we really ought to take out their piloting first. See about that. Okay, so a little bit of damage there. Helps if I actually auto-targeted my ion blast again. The important thing is they only have ion weapons right now. The bad part is that that's an ion Mark II, so it's really going to eat through my shields if I leave it unattended. We're not leaving it unattended. Don't worry, boys and girls. We're going to cloak. We're going to recover from all that crappy ion damage. And we are going to try and bust down their shields. Since they can't dodge anyway, let's hit that system. Explosions! 46 more scrap. So there's the base, there's the repair. I don't need the repair. Let's see if we can kill more ships. Okay, move in for the attack. Another nasty weapon layout that I'm actually going to pre-cloak. Once again, no reason not to. I'll just let all these things charge before I fire my ion blast. Useless! So useless. There we go. Please fight me in my med bay. Right, we can do this. Halberd beam activates. Oh wow, they actually managed to take down my shields. It's a little horrifying. But slowly but surely with our ion weapon we are taking down their shields. So this is going quite swimmingly. And guess who's not getting transported back onto their ship because it just took 8 damage and I get more scrap and a Hermes missile that I don't need. But we'll stay cloaked and get some valuable combat experience. You just play with the cards that are dealt to you, I guess. So we're going to go this way. We're going to see if we can play closer to the flagship's neighborhood here. Maybe work our way up and then down. I guess while we're at it, we might as well upgrade our ship a little more. At least level 2 oxygen. I like to do that at this stage. One more power there. Level 2 oxygen is just nice in case I have a breach I gotta fix. You've seen me do it plenty of times if you watch these videos. Okay, let's fight. You move to intercept. Lovely. 2 pike beams. That would be devastating in my hands, but with the rest of that weapon going out, there's not a lot of damage you're going to do. so that was fortunate. Okay, so that's one ion hit. And you are about to get roasted. Yeah, no med bay for you. In fact, you don't get a lot of anything right now. Fortunately, I can't do a lot of hull damage, but fortunately that missile is not going to hit me. And that's an Artemis missile, so that would have been kind of terrible if it did. Okay, did they actually transport onto me? No. So, if their ship explodes mid-transport, are they just stuck in Transportopia wherever? So, 47 scrap, and contact... That's interesting. Contact the survivors gives us this reward automatically. That's interesting they post that. I'm not used to that. Thanks for this reward. I don't know how much longer we could have held on, so we get even more scrap. So there goes our other repair station that we, once again, don't need. Let's go up here, see if we can get lucky. And while we're at it, yeah, get lucky in the last stand. Good luck with that. It's just to up our subsystems. I like giving my piloting a little bit more of a level. I've got, what is it, 8 or 7 jumps until we gotta fight. Okay, so you all can charge your crap all you want. It's not like you're gonna run and tell the rebel fleet where I am. Okay, but you are gonna fire from stealth, so you must have stealth weapons. That's pretty neat. I'll just wait to cloak your big scary burst laser. No, I'll wait to cloak... Oh! That was fortunate timing on my part, because I very nearly screwed that up. Okay, we'll take out their cloaking next. Or try to. They still have an ion bomb, so my Zoltan shields are probably toast here in a minute. Yes, please use 8 damage for an ion bomb on my shields. That'd be great. Could have actually cloaked out of it, but they missed, so... And that's a miss, too. Good game. Actually, fire this way and see if we can hurt their cloak. I bet it's level 3 cloak. Yep. And that's level dead cloak now. So 58 more scrap. Our scrap recovery arm comes into play once again. And still no store. 6 jumps. 2, 3, 2, 3, 4. So I should be able to play up here and hit these 3 at least, depending on where the flagship goes. Alright, so fight the rebel ship, we move into intercept. And we're going to pre-cloak, because they don't particularly scare me. So just wait for things to charge. It's like the slow version of a weapon pre-igniter. I know I say that every time. And... huzzah. Your weapons actually don't scare me that much. I don't think I hit their shields with that. Interesting. I thought for sure I did, but I must have mistargeted. Well, now we gotta make sure they don't escape. Annoying. That just means, since they can't halberd beam me... Okay, good, their FTL is delayed, and now their FTL is about to be on fire. Okay, because they're about to try and transport onto me. Injure and my injure. Okay. Yeah, notice how little I'm using my boarding team here, but... Hey. At least they're not charging their stuff anymore. So I'm just going to roast them in midair. Yeah. Take you down from 4 shields to nothing. And poor Kirby! Kirby, don't die on me. Let's call him bro. Run, everybody. So 48 and contact the survivors. Thank you. You get to repair our hull. Have we taken damage? I'm not sure. Let's trap these guys again. And preferably not kill this guy. Wow, they are already dying. So we'll just restore air in here. And everywhere else. Hooray! Emma, you get to repair your stuff again. Laura, you get to be useful standing there and giving energy. Do your shield thing. Williams, do you actually have combat experience? No, not yet. It's probably all going to Kirby. What little there is to pass around. So halberd beams up. Back to our base. Got a few jumps left. Got a crap ton of fuel. Let's go ahead and get our engines up. And we're just going to go for the flagship. Some sweet irony that I killed my boarding crew, because this is, well, let's pre-cloak this again. Once again, no reason not to. We're only really going to be using our boarding crew here for the missile in the last stand. So imminent bad things are about to happen to you. You can't really hurt me with your weapons yet, so level 1 transporter. Nicely done. That's a heavy laser and a heavy laser, so I know what I'm knocking down next time. Okay, you can board me there. I don't mind that one bit. Yeah, this is gonna hurt you more than it's gonna hurt me. Good game. So no halberd beam's gonna save you. No ion weapon's gonna save you. Actually, make sure I kill you this time. And cloak just because we can. Oh wow, they actually made it into my weapons room. That's too bad. Because they're not making it out. Close those doors, restore that oxygen. Weston, get back to your post. Lauren, get back to your place. And Lysandra, I don't know how I pronounced that last night or why I pronounced it that way. Okay, so it looks like we're going to be clashing with the flagship right here. And it looks like we didn't make it to any special little final sector store places. So let's actually give ourselves some power back. Good, good. Pre-cloak. And they only have 3 shields, so this is going to be a pretty simple, straightforward assault. Yeah, you're in trouble. Please keep your heavy laser up in your pike beam. It's kind of like, what are you trying to knock out here? Someone with 2 shields? Actually, I'm more concerned about knocking out your shields at this rate. You're not getting a surrender from me. You're gonna die is what you're doing. So 44 more scrap. We're not maxing out our ship last time, but damn if we're not getting close. So I could play around here a little more, but we're just going to end this. No need to get within one jump of disaster like the last game we played. There's no turning back. They'll cloak first, then we'll cloak. I'll go ahead and transport my guys over. There's no reason to give level 2, really. So we'll just auto-fire that. Hope my poor NG boarding team doesn't die. At least I'm doing good damage to that, so... decent damage, I guess you could say. Not bad. They did get the cloak one more time, but that'll be the last time they're doing that. And I should have my cloaking up in time for their next missile volley, which will probably come because my NG can't... Oh! Oh, you did it! Congratulations! Go heal. Because I'm gonna just ignore whatever Ion Blast comes next. Or not ignore, but let's say the opposite of ignore. Okay, so that's some good shots with the hull beam. Don't quite need to focus fire the shields like maybe I used to, because this one I can just end this phase pretty quickly. They're probably going to stealth here right now. Yeah, I can end this real fast. So one shot from the Ion Blast should do it. Yep, bye-bye. No damage. You can fly off. I get 19 scrap, which is enough to do nothing to my ship. And let's just chase him down. Okay. Drone time. Same strategies I normally do here. I'm going to just try and... Okay, I'm not pre-cloaking. In fact, why am I not pre-teleporting? Just want to really take out that drone control. Please don't go to the cockpit. Oh, damn. Twist. Oh, that was a pain in the ass. Alright, well, looks like we are losing some of our evade powers, so we're really going to be trying to hammer down the drone control here. We'll see how that goes. So, the boarding guy is out. Let's get our level 2 oxygen on. I'm not cloaked yet. I guess I'll save that for the bad thing, the bad phase. Can transport out though, so that's good news. I'll go ahead and get you guys over here. So there's our first big scary warning. Hang on. I just got beamed for 1 damage to my sensors with 4 shields. No idea how that happened. None whatsoever. Maybe all this secret technology, I really don't know. Be that as it may, we're going to go ahead and send you to repair. Because their boarding drone's still down. And we want to keep it that way. So as soon as I can take out their drone control... Well, they're probably going to send another one, so... But I need to repair that hole punch. Because even cloaked, I have pretty awful dodging ability. Come on, set some stuff on fire for me. Nope. Okay, so you all go heal. Don't need the transporter right now, you pilots. And we're just waiting for the next time, which is now. Looks like I'm gonna take some shots here. I was really going for a flawless victory, but that one shot while I had 4 shields up, that's gotta be a bug. Let's see if we can do it like this. Okay, shouldn't take much longer. Let's go ahead and cloak out of this. Some artful dodging by a very large on-fire flagship. Really? Another power surge already? Okay, let's just knock this out. I'm tired of this phase. Bye-bye. So 1 damage I shouldn't have taken. That's annoying. Oh well, we'll just max our dodge here. Here we go. So where'd our shield guy go? I'm going to be very interested to see what that replay looks like. Okay, who's our pilot? You're our pilot. Cool. So 2 jumps to town, I guess. Let's finish the game. So I gotta wait, so might as well just fire everything I got. It's gonna take at least 1 round of this. So my Zoltan shields can eat that first one. Wow, actually, I think one of my lasers actually shot down 2 missiles. Good job. It's nice that you can do that. We'll probably cloak here. And transport here. So, nothing. Ugh, nothing. Nothing, they said. Do this one more time. Okay, so all their shields are down. Let's take down their piloting. Deal with that. However, because I was a little late on the reaction there, I'm probably going to miss this jump. Or maybe I should actually have... I timed that wrong sometimes because I think I let my cloak go a little too long, but he still didn't hurt me, he just took down my shield. And those guys are dead. So congratulations, flagship, you just sent 2 guys to suffocate. Actually do this first. So that's 6 damage. But if we can take down their shields one more time, I can just focus on hull lasering them. So 1 dead. Another power surge is probably going to be for the Zoltan shield upgrade. So we gotta end this now. Yeah. That is toast. See ya. Game over. Whew. Wailing Call! The run that could have had more and more scrap if I had kept my boarding crew alive, but still. Flawless victory, 5,347. Let's not worry about what could have been, because that is another Zoltan B run that I defeated more ships than anyone else. And I got the most jumps survived, which is good. I fought a lot of rebel ships, so that's scrap that I missed out on. But How many times have I... Look at all this Zoltan victory dance. I've had some exceptionally good runs with Zoltan ships. My top 5 is now all 5,000 plus scores. And let's see here, between the Type A and Type B, I have won 5 out of 6 games. So maybe we'll call it a little while with the Zoltan cruiser. I haven't gotten manpower yet. Probably save that for another one, but I think it's episode 30. Not a bad way to go, but I think we're going to strike the Zoltan cruiser A and B off of our random ship list for at least a little while. Because we got a lot of other places we can play with. But I'm going to just savor this run for what it is. One where I got a good amount of scrap, and maybe I could have gotten more if I had boarding team, but probably not enough to break a record. And based on what I understand of the scoring formula, probably not enough to beat the Got Nothing. So, good run, good fighting. Don't screw with a crew full of Zoltan and NG, they will fry you. Till next time.